Hi, my name's Andrea Evans. I'm a Principal Usability Engineer and Interaction Designer at Oracle, and I'm here to talk to you about the usual online survey and a few ways to hopefully make it not quite usual. We're lucky when it comes to online surveys. We're spoiled for choice. These days there are plenty of tools to choose from. A lot of them even have free offers, which are limited either by functionality or by time. Some trials limit the number of questions, responses or surveys, so they're fine for small-scale iterative projects. Others give you 2 weeks or months to try out all the features, so they're great for complex one-off surveys. There's a saying that goes something like this. I know surveys can seem like a pretty limited methodology. Sometimes researchers can be reluctant to use a survey tool if their problem isn't a questionnaire that gathers demographics, ratings or opinions. Do we always make the fullest possible use of online survey tools, or do we tend to use the hammer of online surveys purely for pounding the nails of online opinion questionnaires? Sure, a mass email with a link is the obvious way to distribute an online survey. It's the quickest and easiest way to reach lots of people. But emailed invitations to fill out surveys can have terrible response rates. 1 in 100 isn't impossible. Take your hammer out of the construction site. Take your survey out of people's overflowing inboxes. Take it out for a coffee so I can meet some people. Public Wi-Fi means you can take a laptop all sorts of places, and tablets make this even easier. Cafes and food courts are perfect if your project is for end-user software or websites. When you contact people face-to-face, refusal rates are a lot lower than email, and it's easier to motivate people to take part. I've been using $5 coffee cards for years now, and they really work as incentives. Position yourself outside the coffee shop and you're sure to get people who want what you're offering. But what if you're not supporting end-user products, so public venues aren't right for you? Conferences are excellent venues for surveys targeting particular populations. Open World, as you can see, is a massive conference, but by going to presentations aimed at specific products, I've been able to get responses from very specific user types. For the past couple of years, I've run a survey booth at Open World. $5 coffee cards worked so well that last year my survey booth was the most visited out of all 430 Oracle booths at Open World. Take your hammer out of the workshop, take your survey out of the inbox. Hammers are handy for other things than pounding nails. Online survey tools are also great at other things than traditional questionnaires. What sort of things, I hear you ask? How about cognitive walkthroughs? Sometimes the questions you want answers for really aren't suited to standard questionnaires. People don't have perfect memory of their own working practices. So instead of just asking them, walk them through a task using a sequence of screenshots, then ask them what they expect. You can show design mock-ups and ask people what they think would happen if they clicked this button or typed in that field. Use your hammer for cracking nuts. Use your online survey for cognitive walkthroughs. You can sometimes even tweak the tool, make it do things it isn't even advertised to do. Online survey tools don't do a great job of selling themselves. They don't tell you about the really interesting things that can be done with them. Sure, they write about lots of different question types, but what do they actually show you pictures of? Of course, you can do plenty with these sorts of questions. Radio button choices were all that I needed for both of those cognitive walkthroughs that I just showed you. But you can do so much more with online survey tools. You can sometimes even collect clickstream data. You can use JavaScript and image maps to capture and count clicks. The tool won't tell you can do this, but as long as your survey tool can include images, hidden questions, and your own code, then you can probably tweak that tool. You can even record the chronological order of clicks within an image, as well as show alert pop-ups that tell the user when they're clicking on correct or incorrect areas of the image, as you can see in the images here. So that are just some of the possibilities of your simple online survey hammer. Sure, you can always use it to pound the nail, traditional email questionnaires, but you can also take it out to meet end users at coffee shops and specialists at user group conferences. You can use it to crack the nut of cognitive walkthroughs, and given a bit of tweaking and a bit of luck, You can even turn it into a multi-purpose tool capable of capturing clickstreams. Thank you.
Very good.